Here's the video for the KBear or KBear Little Q. It is a micro driver. I believe it's 6mm. It's non-detachable cable. It's got a fairly thick rubber coating. You can bound this up, drop it down, pick it up without any fear of it tangling. It's perfect for pocket stuffing. Like this would be the set you'd stick in your pocket and then pull it out. It also has a straight cable. Some people prefer the L shape. In the occasion where this is going to be plugged into something on my body, I want it to separate easily. I want this to be the weak point and separate, because if it doesn't, it's going to pull on my ear. Something's going to come out, fall, and then my ear's going to get yanked on, and that feeling makes me rage. So this is the design that I would pick for a $15 V-shaped set. Straight plug, fairly thick rubber coating to prevent tangling, non-detachable cable so it doesn't yank off from here, and straight in. So it pretty much is doing that by its design. Its tuning is, I guess, what you would imagine. It's very similar to the Belon Mini, but this is not a set, because it's kind of heavy and because it's detachable cable, that I would consider to be, it's convenient in its design, but this is another one of the skunk works of Belon doing rando crazy stuff because they can. It's kind of neat, but practicality is a little bit different. This will be more practical. The frequency graph, let me go ahead and swing up here, not make people sick. That's the Belon Mini right there. You can see that both of these have a significant amount of bass. My bass target's probably as bassy as anybody's. This is not a bass head set. The Belon Mini is not a bass head set. They have smaller drivers and they are tuned up, but they almost have to be to get that kind of profile. A small driver like this, maybe you're going to get something like Eddie Modic, which a lot of people think is awesome. I think it's good for monitoring and stuff like that. This is tuned up, but you're not going to get the, this is a good and bad thing. You're going to get some energy in low frequency instruments like bass guitars, drum kits, but it's not going to slam. But you are going to get the negative, which is that it impacts the quality of vocals, pianos, and a lot of stuff that exists in the mids, which is really pretty much everything. And then you've got the elevated upper mids and treble. The way that they did the upper mids treble on this set is better than the Belon Mini, in my opinion, and it's actually better than Venture Electronics too. I like the way that this sounds in the treble. It's very much matching to, so this is not bass head. If anybody says it is, I disagree. There's no sets that are this size driver that I've ever seen, regardless of how much they're tuned up, that are vibrating in my ear and slamming. They just don't do that. It's physics. It's the way that the driver works. So bass heads, if you look at this and think, oh, that looks dope, I want that. No, this is not for bass heads. This is for people that like a good low end, and they have a library that's got Massive Attack, 50 Cent, Future, stuff like classic rock and roll is going to do much less better. It's not going to do very good actually with stuff like that. Bob Marley actually is not a problem. Stuff like Cadillac, Dawn, and J Money, I just wanted to shout them out in a video. Look at me, the track is called Peanut Butter and Jelly. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. It's a car test audio track. That sounds quite good on this set actually, without the vibration, but it's obviously emphasized. Stuff that is like classic rock or anything that's got a lot of stuff in the mids, maybe no. E40 and Easy E right there, sure, that would be good. And in my thinking, if you're taking a train or a bus and you're a university student, you got a lot of stuff going on in your mind and you're not sitting there focusing on the quality of the piano keys as you sit in the bus chair and go to university. I could be totally wrong. Me, myself, I'd be thinking, did I bring my homework? I think I'm going to skip my second class. And this is just background music. This Easy E is slamming, E40 is slamming, Future is slamming, Massive Attack is slamming or droning, and I'm focusing on other stuff, and this is kind of the background music player for me. It's not an audiophile set in any shape or form, but it's not priced like that, it's not tuned like that. I don't think anybody's claiming that that's what it is. I like that it's thickly rubber coated. I like that it doesn't tangle up hardly at all under any circumstance, and it's perfect for throwing in my pocket and not worrying about when I pull out. And if it does, something falls out, it's going to break away because of this cable and not pull on my ears. Before I leave, I want to say one more thing. When I listen to earphones, probably the most annoying thing that can possibly ever happen to me under any circumstances is for something to get caught on something to fall out of something, and the thing in my ear, boom, yanks very hard in my ear and pulls out. For some reason, that absolutely freaks me out in an angry way, and I don't know why. It's kind of like it's like the earphones are attacking you. I don't know. So this wouldn't do that. I can't imagine how it would. It would fall away from this because it's got the straight plug. I prefer L shape myself, but in this circumstance for a everyday pocket stuffer, I want the straight plug. And that's it. I'm out. Little Q, $15. Forgive me for not putting it under a really heavy microscope, but it's designed and it's built and priced for a particular segment, and I think they probably hit that target. That's what they're doing. If you compare this with other more balanced set, I think you're kind of missing the point, in my opinion anyway. I would wreck it for a specific segment that I've just mentioned, because it seems that's what they're doing. If you want more balance, then you wouldn't even be watching to this point of this video. And I'm out.